right, hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of To The Maxx Outdoors. It is Friday, December the 29th. As you can see here, we finally got the video camera out and we got Max on video today. We are in the last stages, the last actually couple days of doe season here in West Virginia. And we are on probably one of the most beautiful piece of properties we've ever got the chance to get on. You're gonna see this property more trapping this, later this season, but Max has got the fantastic opportunity to take a doe today. And actually, as we're doing this intro here, there's 12 deer on the hill behind us. Unfortunately, we can't shoot at them just because of the way the land lays, and we're not going to fling copper up over the ridge here. So it is what it is. We're going to head out here. We've got 1,600 acres to hunt on here. So as you can see, it's a lot of field. There is a lot of cattle in here, so we're going to have to be a little bit particular about our shots. Max on his shoulder here, if he would show you here, he's got the 6.5 Grendel out today, and he's going to try to shoot a deer here today with the 6.5 Grendel. So he's got his face mask on, so that's good luck, hopefully. So yeah. We'll bring you back here when we see some deer. I do have the GoPro, so we won't be able to zoom in too awful great, but I'm going to run the camera a lot. As you can see, I do not have a gun with me today. I've got the binoculars. It is, like I said, it is late December. It's the 29th to be exact, and I do have pictures of bucks dropping horns already on trail cams, so I'm gonna do my damnedest to make sure it's not a buck. Max has never seen a freshly shed buck before, so I've got the binoculars. I'm gonna do my best, and he's gonna do his best not to shoot a button head. So hopefully we can drag one of these big old nannies out of here that this farmer wants out of here, and we're gonna see what we can do. So stay tuned.
Shit, they're called nannies.
Big nannies.
Oh, she's standing.
Yep, she just.
I can hit that.
You got to be perfect.
Oh, I'm perfect.
Take it. If you're good, then take it. Well, she's running. You come really close to her. Keep an eye on her. I don't think you hit her. Oh, she's running. You come really close to her. Keep an eye on her. I don't think you hit her. All right, so Max and I are laying here. My head's in front of the sun here, blocking. I don't know, it's been 15 minutes or so since he shot. I'll try to keep the sun blocked out of you here. But we got to talking about it here, and what I did was I used Onyx, and I dropped a pin. I didn't bring my rangefinder with me today like a big dummy. But I dropped a pin where we were, and then I dropped a pin under the tracker tools on the Onyx function. Where I dropped the pin too far back. I dropped it back in the woods, so I actually calculated that wrong. That was somewhat on me. I know that that gun is zeroed in perfect at 100 yards, and I told Max it was 371, and when I looked at my ballistic chart, that fell in between the second and third hash mark. So I told him put the second hash mark just above its back and the third hash mark low, tight on the front shoulder. Well, I'm guessing here looking over there, but I was 70-80 yards off, so it should have been held dead right on the second hash mark. That was my bad, and that makes sense why when he shot, I know you're not going to see it in the GoPro because it doesn't zoom far enough, but when he shot, none of the deer really even reacted to it. They more so run from the echo of the shot coming through this hollow here. We're in a big giant bowl here, and I'm sure that shot echoed around in this bowl, and they pushed it 370 yards now back up in the woods where I dropped the pin. There again, that's my fault. I should have had the rangefinder. It was a clean miss. Like I said, it's been 15 minutes. We've watched that deer. She went right up there. She's in the woods back to feeding now. The rest of the deer came down, and that was, dang it, I don't long range hunt enough to know that, and that's my fault, Max. So we need to spend a little more time at the range this summer and get a little bit of long distance shooting. Like I said, we're not long range hunters. Most of our shots are 100 yards is the furthest. Most of the deer we kill are from 25 to 50 yards. That's what we hunt for. That's why this gun is 0 out of 100. And we had an opportunity here. It's wide open. There's barely any wind. Max got himself bedded there. There's probably 15 minutes of video that you're not going to see, you know, prior to that shot. But he did. He got his time. I took my jacket off, had the backpack. I mean, he was bedded perfectly in that gun. And the deer actually stood up. And he shot when the deer stood up. And like I said, she never acted any to it at all. I'm pretty sure I seen dirt fly up over her 2-3 foot, so that makes sense after ranging that deer wrong. Well, that makes sense for me ranging that deer wrong and using that ballistic drop compensator in that scope. I told him the wrong hash marks to use, but it's clean miss, whatever. That's the longest shot Max has ever took at a deer. I'm happy, he's happy. We'll get back on some deer maybe today, or you know, later on this evening at some time. This is a beautiful place. It's just really open, and you can't shoot everywhere on this property. There's 350 head of cattle on this property, and there's a main highway that we showed you on one side of it, and then there's some houses, residential, on the other side of it. So I'm not saying it's tough to hunt. I'm just saying that we really have to pay attention to where we're shooting. Like right here where we were shooting, all those deer are 500 to 600 yards under the bottom of a hill, so we're good. But hey, had a good time. Max, what do you think?
Definitely the farthest shot I've attempted, and it probably is the farthest shot I've attempted, and to miss by a margin like that because of, you know, messing up the hash marks, it's not, you know, that's pretty. I'm happy with the gun and how it went, and it hit where it was supposed to. It was just
yeah, the gun hit where it was supposed to. I hope you could hear him there. I know the wind's blowing a tad bit and he doesn't talk loud, but he hit where he was aiming. The gun did exactly what it was doing, what it was supposed to do. I told him the wrong distance. We compensated wrong for it. That's on me, that's on him too. So all I can say is this afternoon we'll definitely have the rangefinder with us. So
yeah,
stay tuned. We'll be back. We're sitting here waiting for this deer to go out. We had a pretty decent buck that was down there in that field. There's more deer to the right of these deer, another 100 yards to the right of them. I think we got the bullet compensation finally drama figured out here. So as soon as this deer crosses here, gets out of the way, Max is going to try it. Listen, don't rush the shot. Yeah, it's gonna be a hard target to hit laying down. Oh, you smoked her ass. Where was you aiming at right there?
right on her head. Like, my center crosshair was on her head level, and it was right on her shoulder. Golly. Oh, not a bit of struggle.
No. You don't know how proud I am right now. 294 yards, and he just busted that thing in the head or neck or high shoulder. It just flopped over in its bed.
Look at those other deer.
They don't know what's happening. I hope the other GoPro caught some of that on there. That was awesome.
Sick. Not a long track for this one at all.
I gotta lay down here and try to get in this video with him. I hope we're in frame, but that was badass right there. Oh, I mean, literally bedded down. He pulled the trigger and just laid right over.
Oh yeah, not a single bit of movement.
No.
That is dead. I think I hit her in the neck.
Probably did. Rondi. So what Max is shooting there, we've talked about this before. I'll put the video link up here in the corner where we did a semi-build on that. That's a Palmetto State lower with a Palmetto State enhanced polished trigger group kit in there. That's a Bear Creek Arsenal 18-inch heavy stainless fluted 6.5 Grendel, and you're shooting, that's factory Hornady black 123 grain ELD bullets, and it just pummeled a deer down there at 200 and, well, you run the camera for a minute, Max. Let me, I don't have my range. Yeah, I do. Hold the camera here.
Yeah.
Come on. Hit it again with a rangefinder.
I mean, that's gone.
Trying to
What?
turn the camera back in, Max. This camera's, Max, you're filming. You're making everybody sick.
Yeah, I know. I'm terrible at this.
I just ranged it right here with my Bushnell, the true rangefinder. 301. That's not how we hunt. All right, we'll catch back up with you here when we pick up this deer. Oh, yeah. you smoked her ass. All right, so we made it down here to the deer. I ranged it up there. I was getting like 297, 291, and then when this deer finally came to rest after he shot, I ranged it again. It was 301 yards. And the side of this deer facing us, Max hit that deer, as you can see here, he hit that deer right in the back pocket of the front shoulder, bedded down with that 6.5 Grendel at 300, let's just say 300 yards. That's pretty incredible. It's something I never did at 15 years old, so pretty proud of him. Pretty proud moment for me, so that's pretty cool.
That was, I mean, you can't ask for more out of that perfect shot, you know. I can't ask for more than that. I mean, she did, so the way she was facing, she would have been facing this way and did a complete flip off that. So
I had, so right now you're on the GoPro Hero 8, or I don't know, you're on an 8 or 9 right now. I had the GoPro 11, the brand new one. I had the 11 on full zoom, and I watched a little bit of video this morning on full zoom of that one that he missed this morning, and we'll talk about that in a minute too. But you can see that deer run off. So hopefully on full zoom when he shot, of course I haven't watched any of the footage yet, when he shot, I hope you can just see this deer, because it literally just spun right over in its bed, and right here where it lays is right here where it was. When he touched the trigger, it went night-night. So we set out to take a deer off here. There was, we seen 19 deer this morning. I say this morning, we left at 11 o'clock. We'd seen 19 deer by 11 a.m. this morning. We honestly came back up here. It's 3:25 right now. We come back up here at about 2:30. We knew we were going to go to the same spot, and literally as soon as we popped over the hill, the same group of 12 deer was bedded down in here.
spooked 4 up here.
Yeah, there was 4 more above us. So I know those are the same deer, but we seen 19 this morning, and then 16. Yeah, 12 and 4. We seen another 16 today. I know it's the same group of deer, but I'm happy about it. The cows on the hillside over here, they've been mooing at us the whole time. I don't think they liked us coming through their field shooting, but it is what it is. But all in all, you know, that was my fault this morning. I should have had my rangefinder with me. I was trying to use Onyx, and Onyx is a great tool. I just need how to learn to use it a little better. I dropped the pin in the wrong spot, so the gun hit where it was supposed to. Like I said, I seen the dirt fly.
Yeah, no complaints from the gun at all. Not at all.
Anybody that's not ever tried a 6.5 Grendel, I highly recommend that. You just seen what that gun did, and that's a simple gun. It's a $500 build.
Super good.
Yeah.
And that was like an impulse kind of thing. I just thought of it. I saw it somewhere and I was like, that's a nice gun. I wonder if we could build that. And it's
perfect, doing exactly what we asked of. So.
And that is that's the first deer that the 6.5 Grendel has taken on. That's the first blood that it's drawed this year. Yeah, we didn't hunt with that. I hunted with the Legend, and he hunted with a different gun this year. But that's the first blood that gun has spilled right there, and there it is at 300 yards, and you're walling around in the blood as we talk about it.
Yep.
I've texting back and forth all day with my buddy Rondi from North Par Whitetails. Him and his daughter Aislinn are out today. Rondi, Aislinn, let's go ahead, get it done, girls. So, you're not a girl, Rondi. I was talking about Aislinn. But all in all, good time. I'm happy. I'm excited. Max has got him some bologna and some jerky right here. Help the landowner out. Max got a big confidence booster right there and a 300-yard shot.
Only person who isn't happy is his cows up there.
Yeah, it is what it is. Well, all right, we're going to get this deer gutted out. Max is going to get this deer gutted out. I'm going to sit back and watch. We can get the foiler to everything, and we're going to head ourselves home, see if we can't be home before dark. So, thanks for watching to the Maxx Outdoors.